Hey, welcome to AntLab Games, where our board game playthroughs are always unpaid and ad-free.
I'm your host, Francis.
And I'm Anthony.
And today we're going to be taking you through the space exploration game, ISS Vanguard. This is by Awakened Realms, plays 1 to 4 players in about 90 to 120 minutes. Designers, I'm going to read actually off of the page.
Okay.
We have Mikhail Oraz, Pavel Samborsky, Krzysztof Piskorsky, and Marcin Svierkot.
All right, so join us at the table, and we'll show you how it plays. All right, welcome to the ISS Vanguard.
Welcome to our spaceship.
Right, so we are going to walk you through the majority of what goes into a play session for the ISS Vanguard game coming out from Awakened Realms. This is a space exploration.
It is.
It is a dice for actions game, kind of. Well, I wouldn't say for actions, but more or less just.
Yeah. Kind of.
Yeah. You'll
Dice
see.
for outcomes, I guess.
Yeah, but I think I'd classify this as a space adventure game.
I would
right?
too,
And the
absolutely.
space exploration, space adventure,
Yeah.
highly thematic game. And we are basically the crew of the ISS Vanguard ship that's been sent out to basically discover, and I don't want to give too many story points away, but we're actually chasing down some instructions we were given by an entity, and you'll understand that more if and when you buy the game, at some point. So, needless to say, we're taking control of this ship. We have a crew. We are going to do expeditions on different planets. We're going to do a lot of exploring, a lot of traversing, a lot of dealing with hazards, and all sorts of crazy, interesting stuff. So, full disclosure, we have not played this planet yet.
We're actually not even in a planet.
Not yet.
We're in what's called the Everstorm.
Yes.
So we're actually in like some kind of atmospheric thing.
I guess, but well, it's in the atmosphere of a planet, of an actual planet, and we'll explain that in a second as well. But there was a number of we had played through a tutorial mission. We went through, so the game is played into, and just to give you, there's a lot going on here, but the game is played in 2 really major components, right? You've got the exploration phase where you're on the ground with your crew and you're exploring and doing all that stuff. Then you've got sort of this ship phase where you've got really ship management to do.
It is, exactly. And it's like the whole
huge. It's a game in itself. So we did the playthrough of the tutorial exploration mission, and then we did the majority of the ship phase, which is really like, you call it cleanup and sort of prep for the next mission. And we're going to go and continue that now before we jump into this next session, just to show you this is the mission logbook for
like the trapper keyword.
It's
for
ridiculously good, and it's got so much going on here.
Right.
But it's going to help guide us into this next segment. So to catch you up, we did a land mission.
Yes.
Right. We were successful.
Right.
We brought back a lot of discoveries, and we brought back some injured crew members. Who
are now resting.
Yeah. So out of the 4 crew members we brought down, you're allowed to bring up to 4. 2 of them were injured, lightly injured, so they're in the med bay for this mission. 2 of them are resting because they're tired. They all were promoted, but we're not going to bring them all. So all the crew we're bringing down now are all privates.
They're like the B crew.
It's the B team right now. So they don't really have a lot of experience, but they do have some gear, and we'll go through the gear setup and everything. So just to get everyone up to speed, we are getting ready to disembark onto this planet. So take a look at the table. It's enough rambling, I think. Enough build up to this point. So as you can see, we've had to do a number of things to prep for this landing. There are 4 different sections that we are employing crew members for. And they kind of are reminiscent of Star Trek, in a sense that you've got your science team, you've got recon is not really a Star Trek team, so that's the one difference, but you've got your security team and your engineering. So engineering is your yellow shirts, your security would be your red shirts normally. The science sections would be your what color shirts? Would
Green
be your
shirts.
right, blue shirts, and then your recon would be something probably part of the security or the tactical, they would call it. But in any case, these are the 4 sections we're going to be managing. Now, in this game, you manage your sections, and you also, as a whole, which consists of a number of crew.
Yes.
but you also manage your crew members within that section. So
Right.
all of the things we'll be gathering are for the ship, and all the decisions we'll be making later on will be for the sections.
Right. Exactly.
Right, but the crew members will
And
be
then the
actually
crew members will
experiencing.
be like leveling up on their own. So it's like very, like almost like meta.
Yes.
Like
So there's a lot
we're managing.
to manage.
Yeah.
So this is the planet we've chosen. We had to scan the surface before coming in, and what that scan determined, we paid a little bit of extra energy to get a deeper scan here, but it was basically telling us that there's hurricane winds on this landing, that we would sensors and agility are advised, like upgrades into that, but we're so early in the campaign
Right.
here that we haven't really had a chance to build any upgrades for our landers yet, or even get better landers, which
Right.
you can do later on in this campaign. It also tells you what hazard symbols or land types are going to be frequent, and what type of role symbols you're going to be wanting to look for successes on this planet. So it gives you sort of a heads up if you're willing to pay the extra energy to do additional scans. So we've done that. We've done the scanning. There's a unique discovery here that we're going to hopefully get to, and then we've got some our mission, and we've got our event that's going to occur while we're down here.
Right.
So if we go to the book, basically we're disembarking our crew. So we've gone up, we've prepared the planet boards. This is the planetary exploration procedure, right? These are our crew members, and we're going to dispatch them all to Sector 1, right? And that's where they're going to come in.
Coming
So
off the lander.
we landed basically here, and then we've all come onto this jagged crest, and we're going to start there.
Right.
So we've done that. Now each crew member is going to draw 2 action cards each. So they all have their action card decks. So I'm going to draw 2 cards and I'm going to control engineering, and I'm going to control security.
Yes, and I'm controlling science and recon.
All right, and we'll talk about our characters in a minute.
Okay.
So let's just get set up, and then we can kind of get everybody
I want to do
going.
a logbook.
You want to do the
I
logbook?
want to do our landing log.
Oh, you can, but we're not there yet. So we've drawn our 2 cards. We have a maximum hand size of 4, so we'll have to manage that.
Yeah.
Resolve mission and event cards. So we've got our event card, which right here it would normally tell you to turn it over if you needed to, but we're not going to turn it over yet. So it just says place a time token in the leftmost slot. So we're going to have to turn this over when it reaches the end.
our timer.
We've not done this, so we have no idea what we're up
Yeah.
for. The mission card, now this says flip it. So would you like to read the mission
Yes.
for us?
All right, so this is Mission Everstorm.
Okay.
We would never attempt a landing in such a hellish place if not for 2 reasons. The structures that jut out of the super rotating atmosphere are unlike anything we've seen so far, and this world was marked on the star map, though we find it difficult to believe life could exist here. Our objective is to explore the planet looking for signs of advanced life forms.
Okay, cool.
Great. Leave this card revealed. When you fulfill your objective, you will be asked to discard the mission.
All right, cool. So we are just looking to explore for signs of advanced life, and we will know what that means when we get to it. So that is our mission, and that is the current event. So we don't know what's looming, but something bad is probably going to happen. Think of that as our timer. We've drawn, now we need to draw 2 rank up cards and keep 1. So for each crew member. So what these are going to do is these are going to allow us to have a personal goal. And if we achieve that goal, we'll get to rank up
That's good.
once or twice, depending on how well we've achieved that goal. So here's 2 for you, 2 for you, 2 and 2. And we'll give folks an idea of what these are. And so it's look at the both, keep 1. So have 3 microorganism discoveries of the planetary exploration, or gather all unique discoveries from this planet. I think that's probably what I'll take.
And I'm going to do assist using your last die on your tray.
Okay.
That can be for
Discard
yes.
any injury die from section tray in any way. So if I I'd have to get hurt, and then I have to heal it. There are 3 less than total. There are less than a total of 3 injury dice present in the section trays of all crew members. I think we'll go for that.
I have the exact same one.
Same 2 that I had, or
No, I had, well, oh, move using yours. I'll do this one too.
maybe
These
I'll
are
do
both
the get
die.
rid of an injury die, because we brought some equipment, and we'll talk about the equipment too, because we haven't done the landing yet, and that's coming.
It's coming.
So you'll understand what's
All
going
right,
on.
so I have assist using your last die, and then this person is move using your last die on a tray. So
Okay.
we're going to do that.
So that is that. And we're going to get ready to do the landing, right? So we technically should have done the landing right before doing all this, but this is all just still prep because it's not really going to change anything. But the landing is going to require us to read a logbook entry, and I wanted us to be completely set up before we actually did that. So I think we are ready to go. The recon player chooses the first crew member, and it's as a co-op, you get to do whatever you want in any order you want. So that's going to be it for the guidebook.
Yes.
Or the logbook, and the rest of the actions are going to take place in the actual logbook, which is an app.
Yes, it
and
is.
then on the surface.
Right.
So let's get ready to do our landing.
Okay.
All right. So for the landing, we start with the briefing is log 60. So we're going to open the iPad. And here is the app, and it's got sound and all sorts of good stuff going on. Whoa, here's my things. I want to hold on to those. Okay, so let's see what we've got. So you just type in log 60, and there we go.
All right.
Captain's log, entry 432. Despite many findings gathered on Pellucid, our first exploration of a world marked by the builders was hardly the success we hoped for. Our first exploration of a world marked by the builders was hardly the success we hoped for. The contact with extraterrestrial
He wanted to make that point very clear.
And I'm afraid this new world we're about to explore will change little in that regard. It's hard to imagine an environment more hostile to life. A giant, cold planet with thick, super-rotating atmosphere. The never-ending storm lashes the surface made mostly of basalt and glass, and carries razor-sharp shards with velocities that make them shred anything in their path.
This doesn't sound good at all.
A set of incredible structures extends past the planet's stratosphere, like claws grasping out of the storm. Each of these claws, made of an unidentified substance, are several kilometers long and wide enough to break apart the winds, creating small pockets we could potentially explore. And explore them we will. No one on board Vanguard has the faintest idea how structures like that could occur naturally.
You don't.
I have no idea.
We're at a loss.
All right, we shall proceed.
All
So
right.
please perform the landing procedure in the paper version of logbook 60. All right, so we've got to get the paper book version of logbook 60.
Yes.
All right, so let's get ready. So you want to grab the danger die because we're going to need that.
Yes.
That is in the it's in the case up there.
Oh, hold on. Okay. Danger die.
Stranger danger.
And that is
That is that little orange one.
this one, right?
Yep. So logbook 60. Here we go. You're gonna have to land us in because I'm a little concerned. So here you go. Logbook 60.
Here, you want to put the question?
Sure.
Okay.
What does it
Read
say?
this?
Sure.
All right. Let's see. All right, so we're going to check the lander tray, including module cards and cargo base.
All right, so let me explain with everybody what we did. So we loaded our lander, and the lander loads from bottom to top, so light, then medium, and then it becomes heavy. But you're allowed to put in 2 weight in the first 2, and then 3 weight in the second. So you basically have equipment that has weight on it. So in the bottom, we put a med kit and an adrenaline shot for 1 each. For every, I guess, cargo weight of gear you bring, you're allowed to bring 1 cargo weight of supplies. So for these 2 cargo weights of gear, we brought 2 supplies. And then the same goes for the second one. So we've got live streaming rig. We'll explain what these do in a sensor suit, and 2 more supplies. So we've got 4 supplies, 4 pieces of gear. But what that's going to require is 3 danger die rolls on the way
Because
in.
we've got some weight, right?
Yep. So what else does it say?
All right, so two danger die rolls, right?
Yeah.
So we're going to place a marker on the lander tray for each danger die we have to roll.
Okay. So
So
we'll
just
put
so we can remember how many we're rolling.
3 markers. Okay.
Okay, then we're going to roll the danger die
Uh-huh.
and discard 1 danger marker.
Okay.
The markers represent your progress towards the planet's surface. You'll be rolling danger dice until there are no more markers.
So 3 times.
Check the result rolled in the table below. There are usually 2 options available. If you have any remaining danger markers, go to step 2. If you have none, you've landed successfully. So we're going to hope to knock these out.
All right. Let's do
Ready?
it. I'm ready.
All right.
Exclamation
That is
point.
Uncontrolled flight. Shuffle all the equipment cards and supplies together. Discard 2 cards.
Oh, that's probably.
Or
Or.
each crew member. What's the word I'm looking for?
Exhausts.
Exhausts 3 dice.
Each crew member.
Yeah.
Exhausts 3 dice.
See?
Yeah, we don't want that.
And then you can treat this result as a success.
Which means we would land. No, nothing happens. It would just be non-event. Nah, I think we'll discard 2 items.
Yeah.
This is probably bad.
Really
But
bad.
okay, here we go. Supplies and a med kit we just lost. That's actually really bad. All right, next.
Yeah, and I will mention too, because you guys can't see this, if you have, like, let's say if we were to have 3 is that agility,
Yeah.
then we would actually not have to encounter this, but we don't. We only have 1 agility, so.
Yeah, we have the
All right,
basic.
you want to roll the next one?
Yeah, probably best. Blank.
Nothing. That's not even on the map.
All right, so we're good. Yeah, let me roll one more.
You don't know good.
All right, so we did it again. So we're gonna lose 2 more.
Yeah.
But
Or we could exhaust 3 dice.
I'm not exhausting 3 dice. That's for sure. I'll lose 2 pieces of equipment. We can always get more equipment.
That's true.
All right, so we lost supplies and an adrenaline shot. So we lost half our gear, but
On the landing?
yeah, but we're landed. That's all right. It's supplies. I'll just grab another one.
There we
All right, so we're on the surface.
Okay, fantastic.
So that's the
it. We
landing.
landed
Little bumpy,
successfully.
but we made it.
One piece.
Yeah, not
Mostly.
terrible, but we're here. So now that we're on the surface, we can begin the exploration. So we can take the gear and we can divvy it up now. So these are, of course, my gear got knocked out of the ship.
I packed mine in first.
The supplies will leave here, and we'll just use them as needed.
Oh no, this isn't. Oh yeah, this is mine. Okay.
Yeah,
streaming
that's
rig.
yours.
So I have a live streaming rig, which gives us a
Success crystal.
crystal every time we reveal a new point of interest card without a flag on it.
All right.
And I also have a sensor suit, so whenever I get a lead when I've rolled a squid die, or a squid comes up on the die, then we get an additional lead of that type.
Nice.
too.
You
So
must
we'll
just,
see that.
just put it on your guys, and they're equipped.
Yeah.
They're passive. So, real quick to talk about our survivors. Not survivors. Our
If they're survivors
they are
now.
of the landing. So talk about. I call them the survivors because this guy is called his skill is survivor.
Right.
But his name is Yukajlo Stefanovic. He's a survivor. He's a private in the security sector, and he has if he gets disabled after a 4th injury instead of 3. So normally if you get 3 injuries, after the 3rd you're disabled, you're like out of commission. But after he gets an extra one, he's a little tougher because he's a survivor. And that's infinite passive. My other crewmate is engineer Riku Hashimura, who has hidden reserve. So if I spend one of these charges, I can refresh all my red dice. So not terrible.
Cool. I have traveler, assistant traveler in the science section, Yut Nimwan. And he can spend a charge to ignore a hazard when traveling, which is really great. And then in the recon section, I have the ranger Jup Ulrich. Joppa.
Who does what?
And she can assist with up to 2 dice and actually refresh the dice spent on the assist,
Okay.
which is awesome.
Yeah, so you guys will understand what that
Yeah.
means in a second. All right, so we are ready to jump in and start exploring now that we've had a rocky start.
Right.
And I guess that's to show how weak our ship is at this point.
It
And
is,
how much
yeah.
you really need to pay attention to upgrading this stuff, and we'll
Right.
go through that later. But we're here. We're on the ground. We each get 2 actions, and an action in this game is using your dice. You roll for everything. If you and this is basically the surface, and every location that is connected with a little die symbol or 2 dice, you will have to roll 1 or 2 dice to move, to travel. And the travel is basically described, like what is a success, what is a fail, at the bottom right-hand page of the planetary location. And there are different actions on each location that you can also do, and that'll unlock different things in the story. That'll give us leads these different color leads that'll turn into discoveries. And that's really what we're trying to gather here,
Right.
is get leads to discoveries on the surface and progress and find more life, right? So that'll sort of unfold as well as the stories. So,
Great.
but we each get 2 of those dice actions. Or you could rest.
Yeah.
And resting basically recovers. So every time you use dice, they become exhausted. And once they become exhausted, you have to rest to get them back.
Exactly. But it will also cost us supplies
Yep.
to do that.
So
because-
real quick, we have these cards as well. Yeah, supplies. Sorry. Yeah,
Yeah.
if you rest, you need to use up supplies. And if you don't have
Yeah.
supplies, it's no bueno. So we have these cards as well. So I've got, oh, I grabbed the blue card instead of a yellow one. All right, so I've got 2 yellow cards. So one of them lets me re-roll a red die. And if I play before a roll, any computer screens are also treated as shields. So I'm not sure if I need that one. For my security guy, the muscle is also treated as a compass symbol, which is maybe needed. And it may re-roll a danger die. That's good too.
Cool. And my recon girl has moved to a sector for free. This is not an action, which is
That's
great.
really good, yeah.
And then refresh a die after this roll.
That's
so
good, too.
those are good. And then my science, when you gain a green lead, get an additional green lead. And then this, you may re-roll a danger die.
All right.
That's great.
So let's get ready to decide who's going to go first.
Okay.
All right. Who would you like to go first?
I think I'll send the science guy out first because our first
Wait, why don't you read what that
space
is?
here. So we've landed here on this jagged crest. It says it's far from the most interesting site, but it offers the safest landing zone. So we've landed here on
Okay.
the jagged crest.
Well, all right.
And what we're looking for here, a couple of things to note. So on this kind of card, if you can call it that, it does have a flag here. And what that icon means is that we can move off of this. So some of these have other symbols, I think, or will have other symbols. that basically
yeah.
You can't move off of
Some
it.
of them have the, yeah, it'll be a
at this
circle
point.
with a cross. Actually, there's like 2 different symbols.
Yeah.
But the flag also means that this section, this card in this space has been fully explored. So there's no
Pretty
more
much.
cards.
Yeah. No more cards that we're going to put on this that we'll explore more fully.
Correct.
What there is kind of an action here where we can look for life. So this is and why I wanted to send my science guy out first is because he does have a squid die, and what we're looking for here is signs of life, which will give us yellow leads. And if we use a squid die, then we actually get 2 yellow leads instead of just 1 yellow lead. And plus he has this passive about squid leads. So if he were to be successful, we'd be really successful, and that would be great.
Right.
And then what would happen is that we'd place one of those P000 cards, which would let everybody else know there's nothing else for them to do here.
Right. So with the challenges on these sectors, right? Each card is going to have a green. There's yellow. In some cases, there's a yellow. There's always a green, and there's usually a red. The green is what you have to do to pass it.
Right.
And it's really just telling you what color dice you need to roll and how many of them. So in this case, you need to roll a green and a red die.
Yeah, at a minimum.
The yellow is a bonus. If you happen to hit that, and it's usually a symbol, you'll earn that bonus as long as you roll
Yeah.
successes, right? Every one of these dice has one side with an X on it. If you roll an X on that, it's a fail.
Right.
You can roll as many dice as you want on your turn. It doesn't matter, but you'll be exhausting yourself. If you fail, the red tells you what the penalty is. So it's very, very simple and straightforward.
Okay.
So what would you like to do?
I should have done this. You may re-roll a danger die. Should have used that
Oh, in our
on
landing. Yeah, that would have been pretty good.
All right. Yeah, so I'll roll these 2 guys.
Okay, so in addition to that,
Yes.
any other crew member in that location can also roll a die of any color to try to help.
Right.
I don't think you
I don't
need
think
it
we
though.
need help. We'll see.
That's
and
a
I don't
pretty-
think I'm going to roll anybody else either. I'm just going to roll these and see what happens.
Okay.
So.
Oh yeah.
That's a
Do you have a reroll?
I hope so. No, I don't. I have reroll danger die, but that's it. And I can't reroll. See, my last person could reroll dice, and it was great.
Okay.
So
Well,
those are spent now.
so that's a spent and that's a fail. So with a fail, you get the hazard of this symbol. So we'll pull a hazard
Yeah.
for that symbol and see what it
Well,
gives
we-
us.
Okay.
That's your penalty.
Oh, that's
This
my
isn't.
penalty for failing.
Yeah, this
yeah,
isn't
yeah.
an event. So I'm pulling hazards until I get. All right. So I found that symbol. So if So inspiration: the sprawling alien vistas can change anyone who sees them for the first time. So it says refresh 1 die.
Yes.
So you actually got a good
That's awesome.
hazard. And remove this card from the hazard deck. So it's going to go out of the
refreshed my
game.
squid.
This will go to the bottom. All right, so you refresh your squid. So now you get to take 1 more turn.
Good. I'm going to do that again.
You do it again. All right.
Nobody else has squid, do they? Is it just this guy?
I know I don't. Squid is on the
does.
green die. Oh, he does. So
Purple, pink does.
so you can use
But
pink
only
to
one.
help?
But I will. Yeah, I'm going to use pink dye to help.
Okay. Oh my god.
What?
Are you kidding me? You failed again.
But I rolled all these squid.
Yeah, well.
We're
Who rolled the red die? Him?
off to a great start.
Yeah, this is about as bad as it gets. All right, so make sure you return the squid die back to
I
the
know.
recon guy.
So this single squid guy goes back to recon.
All right.
That goes back to recon. This goes back to her.
Okay, so you have low visibility. You need to roll 1 die, any color, and have it be a success.
And I can use this now, right? I can refresh after this roll.
Yeah.
Or I could use it next time too.
Well, no, because it's not her turn.
Oh, okay.
So you
can
can't
use
use
it
any of her
anytime.
stuff. Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry, what?
So you have to roll a die. You've got low visibility. So just roll.
One of his?
Yep, any color. Doesn't matter. Just can't be a fail.
Okay.
Okay, you succeed. Nothing happens. But
And
you have
this
an
is
exhausted die. So that's what low visibility does.
Okay.
All right, so your turn is
Over.
over. So you flip that. At the end of your turn,
I have to draw a hazard.
you draw a hazard card.
Okay.
So we are looking for the hazard to meet the symbols.
yeah.
One of the symbols.
So this does meet.
Right, it's like a
this
rocky
symbol
meteor
here.
thing.
But this is called friendly wildlife.
Hmm.
So place this card next to your tray. You may use it in one roll as a victory. Discard it afterwards.
Well, you have to roll for it first. You don't get anything for
Oh,
free.
I have to roll a squid.
You sure do.
And I don't have any more squid dice.
Okay, well.
Well, I hope I get one of those.
Yeah, so just to
Hope I get a
explain the dice
victory.
a little bit. Certain dice have symbols. Certain dice just have these like sort of X symbols. These are just a generic success. They all have 1 X and they all have a Vanguard. The Vanguard is wild. You roll a Vanguard, boom. Yeah, so you don't get that. Discard this card. So basically,
But I don't have to discard this die.
yes, you do. Every die, here's the rule with this game. Every die you roll is exhausted.
That's the only thing that's very confusing to me.
Every die you roll gets exhausted. It's just a rule of thumb.
Like, they don't say that every time.
Every time a dice is rolled, it's exhausted.
Well, there you go.
So-
All right, so he's done.
He's done. So maybe I'll take a turn.
Okay.
I don't have any squid though.
Yeah, that's a problem.
So you can use your dude and refresh your squid and try to get through this if you want.
I can try. Do you want me to?
Sure.
I can only. Well,
I
here's
can't
the
imagine you
problem.
rolling any more X's the rest of this game. So I think you got that all out of your system.
I hope so.
So we should
So
be good.
here's the problem. She only has one red die. But you could assist me if I'd take another turn, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
We're all still here.
I'll roll all this now, hoping, I guess, to get.
Why wouldn't you use your refresh? You have a card that lets you
No, it
refresh
doesn't.
your
It
die.
says refresh after a roll.
Oh, after a roll.
So I
okay.
have to take a turn
you have to do this
first.
twice.
That's my
okay.
point.
Yeah.
So like I can take a turn here and try to do this and hope for a
Bonus?
wild.
Yeah,
maybe?
I guess. I don't have any
could
squid.
move-
That's my
The
problem.
thing is, I can't. If I move out, then I can't take this action.
Let me
Do you
see
what
if
I mean?
I.
But you know what I could do?
What's that?
I can go. I can move. Are you with me?
I'm with you.
I
yeah.
can move out of here. Refresh this anyway. Oh, but then I won't.
But you
in
won't
that
be on the
spot.
space to do it. And I can't do it, so. The only person who could really benefited from it. So, like, we're just trying to go for the bonus here. We don't need
I
it.
know.
It would have been really nice because we would have had, like, a ton of leads, but
We just need to not fail.
that ship sailed.
All right. So you want me to just roll a green and a red and hope to get something?
That's it. Yeah. Just succeed. And we can kind of get out of this section.
All right. I would have liked to just get it with that other guy though.
That would have been really nice.
All right.
Well, that's a
so
success.
That's a success.
So 2 non-failed dice, but you did
Yeah.
not get
I didn't get the bonus.
the bonus. But you do earn a success
Of course.
crystal that goes on the ship.
Yeah, I'll put it up here.
And we place P000. Well, you do get a yellow lead.
You do get a yellow lead.
So take a yellow lead. I'll grab the P000.
Now we have these different kinds of leads. They all kind of relate to different sorts of things that we're finding. This yellow lead happens to be tracks. Again, these are kind of signs of a life. So if you have 3 leads of this color, discard them and gain a live specimen discovery, which is pretty cool. So
A live specimen discovery.
So this will go on the ship as well, and we'll just kind of store those there.
All right, so P000. Nothing of interest. Fully explored. We are all standing here.
On this vest.
All right, so you just did that with your first turn, right?
I did, and I'm going to go ahead and spend this refresh after this roll.
Refresh?
To refresh my
1
squid die, because we do know based on scanning the planet that we may need those.
Okay, so
So,
we will discard this
yeah,
on the bottom.
face up.
Face up on the bottom.
Okay.
Yep.
And now she has another move.
She does. This is your recon character?
This is my recon character, and I could use this move to a sector for free. This is not an action.
Do it. But that's an empty sector.
It's an empty sector. I mean, it's not an action. So I could continue on, you know, like to here, if I use that. This would be nice to save for like these ones where we have to spend 2
Yeah,
dice
I
to
would
get
save
into a
that.
place.
I would just.
So maybe I'll keep that and just move. So I will move. So the way movement works, you'll see a bunch of arrows. It's pretty intuitive. You move in the direction of the arrows. And we do have to roll dice and sometimes hazards and other things to move from sector to sector. So I will take her and hope to move off of this wrecked terrain. I'll just roll one of these greens because I have a bunch.
All right, you made it.
Okay, boop. That's spent. Well, I won't turn that yet.
So now your turn's
Your
over.
hazard.
You get a hazard. It does not match anything.
No,
so
so
this
that just
advances
ticks that up.
1. So that's the timer.
Yep, and she's done.
Okay, so now one of my folks can go. Doesn't really matter because I just have to move. So
Yeah.
both of them are just going to do quick moves. So I'll just take a red die for this guy. Boom, Vanguard symbol. See, that's like the best
You've
move.
got like the rolls.
I do. All right, so this is my
Blue.
blue guy. So he's going to go 1 here. I need to roll 1 more die. I'll roll this blue.
Oh,
Boom,
I should roll
Vanguard.
for you.
Why?
Because I refreshed my rolls spent on an assist.
Oh,
That would
you
have
can
saved you a
assist my
die.
next guy.
I was saying it would have saved you a die.
Oh, that's all right.
Okay.
So he's done. I pull. So now we have no symbols here. So what we're going to do with no symbols, I'm not even going to pull a card because we know it won't match.
Right, exactly.
So we're just going to advance the time. If the symbol doesn't match, you advance the time.
Yep.
He's done.
Okay.
The engineer is going to go. He's going to roll a blue. Boom,
This
success.
rock.
He will move on, and then you wanted to assist me here because you
Sure.
can refresh what die?
I can assist with up to 2 dice, and I can refresh all of them that I spend on an assist.
Oh, okay.
Now,
Just to
does
make
that-
sure.
but
It just
here's the thing: does that mean that you like to assist you? Do you have to actually roll something, and
I
have
do.
to contribute something?
that's true,
So it's not worth it for 1 die anyway.
but it ensures I get the move,
That's true. We hope, unless we both fail.
which is I'm surprised
Okay,
you didn't
that's
assist
fine.
your initial character here.
I should have, but I forgot that I had that.
Oh, okay. Well,
And it's passive forever, so
it is passive forever. Let's go.
we're done.
All right.
There we go.
There you go. Now you can roll your Vanguard symbols. All right. So boom, we know the timer's going to go up again. End of his turn. We refresh them all,
Yep.
and we start again. So who do we want to start this time? I might as well
Where
start.
are we? You want to read this?
All right, so we are in the sheltered plateau. In the shade of the structure, the wind is barely noticeable, making it perfect place for our camp. Every crew member who rolls in this sector adds a shield to the roll result. Refresh 1 more die when you refresh any dice here. Draw 1 more card when you draw any cards here. So it's a camp. We've made camp. So I got to succeed. You or your assisting crew member discard 1 injury. Oh, wow. So that's actually really good.
Wow. Okay. Excellent.
So that's if we want to make camp here, which we don't necessarily
Right.
have to, but it's a good resting place where we can branch
It
out.
is. That scares me.
What's
The
that?
fact that the longer we sit here, the less hazards we're pulling.
Oh,
Where
yeah.
that
Well, I'm
time
not
is
going to
going
sit here, but if
I
I
know,
can
just
always
saying.
come back and deal. So I'm going to move up to log 38,
Okay.
and I'm going to take... Maybe I'll take my engineer up there first. Boom, success. Engineer. Engineer. And I get to see log 38.
All right.
So we are back to the logbook,
The log pad.
the log pad. All right, so 38.
Away Team Exploration Report TF-19. The mound's surface is made of an organic compound, so even our best equipment cannot break the crust. At first, we wanted to enter the structure, as scanners showed hollow places inside, but it proved impossible with our limited tools. However, we successfully secured samples of the compound, and we will try to replicate it once aboard Vanguard. We also mentioned to the aerodynamics team that the area surrounding these mounds was almost serene, with little wind. They began to study the mound's effect on the airflow, and quickly discovered all are in the perfect position to ensure the safety of the largest possible surface area.
That's nice. That's
Okay.
good.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Gain the unique discovery.
found it.
Oh, I
Nice.
found it. Of course I found it.
What is it?
All right, so unique discovery gained. And it is an ultra durable ceramic compound. During the ship phase, when I slot this card, we can gain reinforced hull, so we can use this to upgrade our ship.
Right.
So we'll put that over
Good.
there.
Okay.
We've gained the unique discovery, and he's gathered all unique discoveries from this planet.
So he's met
And
his
now
goal.
I just need 3. We need to have collectively gathered 3 of these
Crystals.
crystals, and he can get at least 1 rank up. So
Excellent.
he's got the text part done. Just needs those. If he gets 6 of them, he gets promoted to like super high.
Very good.
So that was move 1. I didn't have to do anything for the logbook, but he's done. So I might as well
what's he
just
gonna do now?
roll 1 and move back because there's nothing else here,
Okay.
right? Like we
You don't
completed
want to
that.
roll a hazard.
I don't really want to
Oh,
have
good.
to. Yeah, so I'm going to use a red die to come back. And he's here. We know we're going to get this triggered
Right.
now in the event. So, sudden squall. A sudden gust of wind pellets us with razor-sharp shards. Each crew member rolls.
Oh, no.
Now we've got to roll a muscle or a shield.
Now, these guys are fine
Why?
because they add a shield to every roll.
Yes, so they will.
So they are
They're
actually
going to be
fine.
success. They just have to roll.
And they'll be successful.
And they'll succeed. Yeah, so I'm not really worried. So like, I'll roll for the blue guy. He gets a shield anyway. I'll roll for the yellow engineer. He gets that, but every roll gets a shield, so we're protected in the sheltered
Well,
planes.
that's good. I'm glad that you flipped that card before I had a chance to come into cover.
Mm.
I'm going to get 2 wounds.
You can't. Well, you can roll for.
I'll roll. Maybe I'll get a wild. Right?
I can assist. No, I can't assist you. I'm
can't.
not even near you. Sorry.
It's okay. I'm rolling for
You
her.
can heal wounds here, though.
Yeah. All right. So, oh, actually, for her, that is a
Muscle.
muscle. So she's good. Right?
Yeah, so we have to say, like, certain dice symbols for certain colors equal certain symbols.
Certain
The success
results,
on the
yeah.
generic success equals a certain symbol.
Right. So for her, a green success
Yeah.
equals a muscle.
A muscle.
And for him, it resolves into a compass, which
Which isn't going to
doesn't
help him
but
at all.
That's okay.
You just need a Vanguard symbol with him.
Yeah, let's see if we can. What do we need coming up? Because I don't want to spend anything that's. I think this doesn't really matter. All right. Nope.
So he's going to get an injury,
He
which
is.
they're saying that is a wound injury. So we're going to pull the wound injury out of here, and we'll explain how that works.
Mm-hmm.
So you get a wound.
Okay.
He's wounded.
So I'm just going to slide that right there.
That's fine. And he now gets a yellow die. So
Right.
every time he rolls a die,
Yeah, every time he rolls a die, he's also going to have to roll this wound die.
Mm-hmm.
And there's several symbols on here, but the only one that we care about for this mere flesh wound of an injury is this one teardrop.
Mm-hmm.
So if I were to roll this, then I would have to discard an additional die, which is no good.
Yep. So it just slows you down.
Until I can get it
Because you're
resolved.
wounded.
Okay.
But that's it. So now this says, after each crew member rolls, turn this card face down and resolve its setup roll, which again is just start the
same
timer.
thing.
So this is going to happen periodically. It's not
Right.
terrible.
Yeah.
But as it comes up, make sure you're
Okay.
you're hunkered down.
So he's done.
He is done.
Okay.
So what would you like to do?
Did you want to go with your security guy, or do you want me to try to come over there?
Bring him in. Because I got to start going down. It's going to cost me a lot of dice.
Okay. Maybe I'll bring... I kind of wanted to bring her over to come down here.
Go for it.
But I don't know if I've got the... Well, I got to bring them all over there anyway, right? So I'll just roll for her. Here. Success. Boop. And then, because what I could do is I could use this and just move down here.
Mm-hmm.
And take another action down here, but I would be kind of staying there for now, you know. What
This
is-
requires an assisting
assisting
crew member,
member.
so 2 people have to go down here.
Okay. So I guess I'll just stay there.
Yeah, we want to go down here together. We definitely don't want to go down
Yeah.
alone. Or you can go here and do log 42.
I guess I could do that.
Yeah.
I will spend this, so I don't have to spend dice.
Okay.
So I'll go there for free. This is not an action. I'll come over here and do log
And
42.
you can do log 42. Discard that action card. Oh.
If the box on top of log 42 is marked, not.
No.
mark the box on top of log 42.
Come in, away team. We have an urgent weather update.
The weather's foobar. Anything else?
The wind is changing direction. Be advised, the shards may engulf some previously safe zones. We suggest you seek shelter until...
Son of a...
Please repeat, away team.
The ridge no
no.
longer protects it. It's now completely out in the open. We have no way to leave the planet safely. Requesting evac. Vanguard, do you copy? We need to abort the mission.
I can't believe you did this.
Signal. The storm
I
must
knew
have
I
blocked our
shouldn't have done
communication.
that.
We need to find a place where we could contact them.
Or get back to our lander.
Oh no.
I knew I should have gone to the prep.
Set aside all cards from the lander tray. So all the cards
What?
on the lander are going to get set aside.
What, like our
Oh yeah,
durable
set
combat?
anything on. Yeah, everything we collected,
Okay.
and all that gets set aside.
Okay.
Turn it face down,
Okay.
and place all cards removed from the lander in the previous step back in the lander tray. You can't use the lander's abilities, mods, or any cards on the face down lander. That's it. Lander is now unavailable.
Well, how do we get back?
We're gonna have to figure that out. Dun dun dun.
Well, I don't feel very good about. Why did you make me go there?
Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
All right. So
We have to put a marker on here.
well, that was on the actual paper log. You would mark it.
Oh, okay.
So now we know that 42 is marked.
Okay.
So here,
all this goes back on here. And that other stuff. Where'd that other stuff go?
those are our supplies.
It all goes back up here. What? Oh yeah. Okay. There we go.
So this is not matching mark, so this just moves up. So flip over your recon.
That's
Spent.
terrible.
You want to bring your science
Yeah, bring
section
my
into the party?
science over there. I'm gonna roll these Vanguard symbols like when I don't need them. I can't even.
All right.
right.
So we know there's no symbol here, so we're going to just advance it again.
Yeah.
Flip over your...
Yeah. All right. But we're done anyway. So
No.
oh no, you're
I
not.
haven't
Okay.
gone yet. So I can try to get my way up to here.
How?
I can walk here and then walk here.
Oh, yeah, I guess. I suppose.
Now, what if I do log 42 and the checkbox is?
That's why I said I thought we were supposed to like check the box or something.
No, but now it would ask
Yeah.
me if I want to check it, and I would say it is checked.
You could try.
Well,
Maybe.
let's see what happens.
Me, oh yeah, that's not.
There is nothing you can do
Let me
here.
assist you.
On a move?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Because I want to get this. Assist using your last die. And
Oh,
right.
okay. Oh, wow. I still fail.
Yeah, you did.
But hold on. Who was this? This was my security guy. Oh, okay. Wow, I can't believe I rolled 2 X's.
Wow.
That's a fail. So I failed to move.
You did.
Move to the new sector anyway, but I draw a hazard card. That's the only penalty here. And this is vertigo. And I have to roll a die. Either I have to roll a shield or a compass.
Okay.
Shield. And I
nice.
get to refresh one. So I'll refresh my
Shield.
shield. And that's it.
Okay.
Otherwise I would have had a panicked injury. And he's cool. He's tough. He can take it. So that was a success. I made it. But we're going to do log 42 again. Let's see if this actually changes.
Okay.
We don't know. We don't know. If the box of 42 is marked, yes, it is marked. This log ends.
That's
Okay,
it.
so it means that there's no other log here. So I will then try to move up again.
But
I'm running out.
That was it. That was your.
First move.
Oh, right. Because you don't like encounter the log. It just happens.
It just happens. That's a success.
Oh, well then wait a minute. I should have actually moved then, right?
Why? You assisted me. You don't actually move.
No. This, when I went here,
Mm-hmm.
I came from here, right?
Mm-hmm.
I moved. Didn't I use my card to move there? Remember? That was my second move. Like I
Was
moved
it?
in here, and then I used my card to move here.
Okay.
And then I treated our whole log 42
As
thing
an
as an
action?
action,
Yeah.
but it was really more an encounter.
Okay. Well, what would you want to do after
I
that?
guess I wouldn't do anything because I didn't have the dice to do anything. Well, I guess I could have moved back here. Or I could have moved up here.
What would you have done?
I probably would have moved up there.
And had no dice?
Well, I have 2 dice.
But it would take you 2 to move up there.
Yeah. But that would have been my second action.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Your choice.
Well, I'd like to do it because I think it's silly to not. You know what I mean?
Yeah, go ahead.
There. All kinds of good dice.
All right, well, now you're up there. So you finished your turn. I have to draw a hazard because this is the end of my turn. And it's an accidental discovery. Gain 1 green lead.
Oh, nice.
Remove this from the deck. So we get a non-organic structure. When you gain this lead, discard it along with any one of your other leads.
So I guess
This
this
color.
doesn't go on our ship, though.
Oh, discard it along with any of the lead of this color. So it's
Oh.
trash lead.
Oh, it's the one that like
It would have
ruins
killed
the
other
one.
leads. Yeah, it's a non-organic structure.
Yeah.
So it's good we didn't have any.
Okay.
So that ends his turn.
All right.
So that is it. All right, everybody's back.
This is looking very bleak for us.
Especially because we have no supplies now.
Yes.
Because they were on the lander. All right, so I'm going to go first with my engineer.
Yeah, please do.
And I'm going to go
Yeah.
to the closest place I can. All right, so it's only 1 die to move. And he's going to go boom.
But you can't even do the thing.
I need 2
Can
blue
you
dice.
take back 2 blues and a red by discarding? Like do your spent dice refresh?
I can, but
I mean, we're so
yeah.
far gone. Anyway.
Okay, so
Dice situated.
yeah, I had mixed these up. Yeah, okay. That's one thing. You have to make sure you keep the right sections dice with the right sections. So we're all ready to go again. I moved up here for 1, right? And now I need 2 blue. So I'm not going to do that yet. I'm going to rest. And
Okay.
I'm going to rest without supplies. So that's going to allow me to get back 2 dice, right?
Right.
1, 2.
You're gonna rest without supplies, not do that spent dice.
No,
thing?
I'm not going to do
Okay,
that
you're
yet.
not gonna
I don't
do
think we need to do that yet.
that. Okay.
That's
Yeah, so you're gonna get 2 dice. You can draw an action card,
okay.
but then you're gonna get the out of supplies injury card and injury die.
All right, so I'll take that because we're all probably going to have to take that. So here's my out of supplies injury.
Yeah.
So when resting, I refresh 1 die less, and I discard when the ship phase begins. So see, that's how I get rid of it. And I take an injury die. Unless I can heal an injury somewhere. Like here.
Yeah. Okay, so not the end of the world.
No, that's why I think we need to do this right now
Yeah.
to leverage that. So I'm going to draw up a hazard for this area, and it doesn't match, so we're going to go up 1 more. So
It's an
that
accidental
is
discovery.
yellow guy. All right, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna have to rest. Both of my people are out of dice.
Wow.
So
Yeah. Or you could do that crazy.
I can't because I don't have a die to discard forever.
No, you discard it from your spent, right? So as long as your spent dice show,
Yeah, I have a blue and 2 greens.
then you can
right?
just discard any die and bring them all back. So basically, you can remove 1
that's
die
right,
from
that's
your
right, that's
pool
right.
permanently for
You're
this
right.
for the rest of this scenario,
Right.
and get all your dice back.
Yeah, I thought that die had to already be here, but I guess it doesn't, right?
And it matters what's actually spent. Not
It
what-
matters what's spent. Like for this person, I have to have a blue and 2 greens, but I do get everything back.
everything.
I'm gonna do that. And he has, let's see.
You're gonna lose
Not
1
like
permanent.
good. I know. I'm thinking about which one. Definitely don't want to get rid of my squids. And it looks like we need blues. So maybe I'll get rid of this green guy. Yeah, this guy. Goodbye.
Okay.
Okay. And everybody comes back.
Yep. And that's not an action. This is
It
just
is
like
not. This is
like sort of exhausting yourself, right? So you're pushing hard.
this is like the adrenaline move.
Yeah, you're giving up a die for the rest of this scenario, but you're gaining use of everything
for
back.
now. Okay. All right. Though I can refresh 1 more die when I refresh any dice here. Just saying.
That would just give you 3 dice.
Oh.
Is it worth it?
No.
Okay.
And I could discard an injury here, which I already have an injury.
Mm-hmm.
So I could try to roll like 1 of my blue dice, maybe. Like if I roll this, actually, I can
You have to just get that symbol.
get this symbol, and that gives me a compass, which gives me my
That is
discard
true.
injury. You know what I mean? There.
There,
Perfect.
compass.
And that
That gets rid of
gets
your
rid
wound.
of this. Goodbye.
All right.
I rested up. So that's an action.
Mm-hmm.
Do I dare come down and try to do log 50? Or no?
Why not? We have to explore
We
this
have to
planet.
explore, right? That's the game. Okay. You don't need help up there, right?
I don't know yet, so we're gonna find out soon enough.
All right, I'll explore down here then. Hopefully, let's see what we got.
Okay.
This guy. Actually, let me roll a green. Okay. Success. Boom.
Log 50. Here it goes.
Away Team Exploration Report, PF-18-2. We discovered signs of some ancient biome, probably dead, but we couldn't explore it. The hurricane accelerated down the canyons in a way the glass shards would rip our suits to shreds. We should revisit this place when we're better prepared, or when the winds change direction. The barely visible structures there resemble trees, which often means life.
Okay.
That's
it? Nothing else?
Nope.
I guess we're not well prepared. How does the game know?
You may come back to planets
I believe that
in the future.
That is the case.
So you may gear up later on and come back. That's not
Or
unheard of.
maybe something else will put a card here, like some other thing we explore.
Okay, so
Well, that's it. I have to end my turn here because... Oh, no, I don't. Logs are not turns. Right.
well, no, you did.
I refreshed.
Rolled
Oh,
and then you
refreshed
moved.
Okay,
Yeah, so
I'm
you
gonna
are
go.
in fact done.
Okay.
And this matches. So detached.
What?
You get to roll you have to roll that
What's detached?
star symbol.
There.
And you rolled it, so discard this card. You didn't have to roll a hazard card,
Danger die.
danger die, which you don't want to do. But it's good. It also didn't move our timer,
I know. That's good.
so that's good too.
Okay.
So you're done.
Yeah.
Now I'm on to this guy, and he's got no dice left. I mean, I could do the old thing you did and kind of scrap a die.
I mean, it's not bad. It's not
I'll do
good.
it. I'll scrap
but
the
it's not
die. But I need them. I need dice
I know.
because I'm in trouble. All right, so I need a yellow, I'm in a red, and a green. Maybe I'll keep the red and I'll discard a
Yeah.
blue instead. So I need to roll a red and a green.
That wasn't your good blue, was it?
No. I have two generic blues and a good one.
Who had the double thing?
He's got the double symbol, right?
I don't know.
No, he does. There it is.
Yeah,
oh, it
you
was
got
the
rid
good
of that
one.
one.
Oh, yeah, I don't want to get rid of that one. There you go.
Yeah. Gotta be careful.
All right. But those symbols, that star one actually is helpful here. All right, so I need a muscle. So I'm going to roll 3 dice here because I'm going to get that muscle symbol because it
Cool.
lets me refresh 2 dice used in this roll if I hit it.
That's great.
I just need a green and a red success.
Ooh,
Wow,
muscle.
that was like everything.
Yeah.
Well, I even had that
I know, the Vanguard.
Vanguard symbol. So I can refresh 2 of these dice, which is huge. So I'll refresh the green and the red. That was a success. This one's spent. Enter the structure, right? So discard all rolled dice and resolve a failure. If I roll an X, which I didn't. So now I get a yellow lead and log 27. So yellow lead. Place a marker on this card. It counts as 1 additional lead of this color. These are good leads.
Nice.
So this counts as 2. Boom. Oh, I have. If I
you have to
roll
squid.
roll a squid.
You don't have squid. But you could roll a thing, potentially.
Potentially. We'll see. Otherwise, I have to discard it. Yep, it's gone. It's gone.
Like when the right person gets it, it works out
It's
really
nice,
well.
yeah. So our leads aren't really working out for us. But we are doing log 27, so
Okay.
let's see where that brings us.
All right. Hopefully something good.
I hope so too.
Personal journal, crew member 0978. We entered the broken mound. It was like entering the corpse of a fallen giant. Our sensors detected some movement inside, so we proceeded with caution, focusing on the surroundings. Then, we saw them. Cockroach-like aliens almost the size of a human, trembling in the glow of our flashlights. The mound mites, as we called them, were dying. Their chitinous exoskeletons battered with glass shards, their limbs broken. They didn't pay us any attention. They just huddled in the only corner sheltered from the raging wind. We'd found life, yet not not as intelligent as we hoped. We spent some time analyzing the situation, trying to disprove the crazy idea that these limited creatures were capable of engineering projects on a planetary scale. We failed. They were the ones who built those fangs to protect their homes and lichen farms.
Oh, we
Gain a
gain
crystal.
crystal success.
If the box...
Yes, it is. Log in. Sorry.
Oh, okay. What was that? On the box on log 42?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so it's kind of like you're getting this.
Regardless.
Regardless.
Yeah, it's happening.
And this, I'm going to put it off the lander.
Yeah.
Just because...
It's not like we can
know
use it. Yeah, I don't think...
what we're going to be able to do with that later.
So,
Okay.
that's it.
Okay.
That was our yellow lead. And there's no more exploring it, so...
Okay.
That's as far as it goes. So that was my one action.
Mm-hmm.
So I might as well just get out of here.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll the green. Success. Get on out.
And we already know that's done. So.
Mm-hmm. Hazard. No hazard. So we are getting bombarded with winds again.
None of us are safe.
Nope, we're all going to take it. So you got to roll a fist or a shield.
Okay.
I'll start with this blue guy. Shield. He's good.
Okay.
This guy doesn't have fists or shields.
Yeah, neither does he.
So he's got some trouble. So I'll roll
he
this
does.
one.
He's this one.
Engineering is going to take a wound.
Yes, he's safe.
Wow, he's going to have 2 injuries now.
No, he's safe.
My guy is going to have 2
he
injuries
does?
now. Yeah, I failed.
Oh.
Well, I forgot to roll my thing. All right, doesn't do anything anyway.
Yeah. So for her, I have to roll her, but she doesn't have any dice to roll.
Oh, then she's just going to take the wound.
Well, I might do my refresh.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Up to you.
Because she gets these. Like when I roll these, they're strong arms, you know? So I'll just get rid of, like, this weird compass. We need compasses. Get rid of this one. This is like all compasses. These are the same. Get rid of that. I'll bring all her stuff back. And roll this as her. Good. That's a pass.
Okay. So then only my engineer took damage. Yeah, he's hurt pretty bad. He's done. Do you have one more go?
She's ready to go.
Okay. So it's your turn.
Yeah. And she's pink up here. So you already explored that.
Yeah, that's done.
Yeah. Well, shoot. I'm going to spend all my dice just getting out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, that kind of stinks. Okay, so I'll roll 2. And I didn't even get out.
No, that's a fail. So you do move. You just draw a hazard.
Okay.
And you get nothing. So you push the timer up.
Okay. And then I roll again.
Mm-hmm.
That's hers. Again.
Okay. Well, you do move, but you'll draw no hazard, so you're just going to push our timer up
Yeah.
twice. Oh, that's good. All right. So that was the last go. We're all...
Well, wait. I draw a hazard because I rolled this for my second move.
Right. And I pushed you up. You rolled 2 fails, right?
Oh, yeah, and you pushed me up twice.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then at the end of your turn, I push you up again because
Yeah.
you're here.
Right.
So, yeah, that really almost completely did us in. All right, so we're refreshed.
Mm-hmm.
He's refreshed.
Yep.
Let me bring my engineer down here
Okay.
because I need to get healed, right? So that was a success. No injuries. Boom. And then I'm going to roll a green die. But I'm going to have... Can you help me?
I have 1 die. I can help you.
That's not going to be the symbol I need, though.
What do you need?
I need one of those, too. The compass or...
Oh, DNA.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't have that. I mean, if you wait here, I can bring this guy up. He has DNA. I have to rest, though.
Yeah, I'm on this. I don't want to get any more
Yeah, I know.
injuries, so I can't really rest. I didn't do his dice thing, though, so I could get dice, but he doesn't have any of those symbols anyway.
Oh, he does.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, he just doesn't have
The DNA
the
or the
DNA
compass.
or the compass, yeah. So he can't roll those regardless. I mean, I could pass. I don't have to actually take an action. But I'm going to spend a charge to refresh all my red dice. That's one of the things he can do.
And you can refresh 1 more die, too.
Oh, yeah, I can, can't I? Every time you refresh a die, you get 1 more die?
Yep.
All right. So that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to end his turn. So it is going to trigger this again. So at least 2 of us are in the shelter.
Yikes.
So I need to roll a shield.
But everybody has to roll. Right.
Yeah. I need to roll a shield for this
He's gonna
guy.
get hurt again.
Actually, anything I roll in this plateau is a shield.
Yeah, that's why I said you can just basically discard a die.
I can just roll. Well, I got to succeed. So he succeeded. Actually, I rolled a Vanguard symbol, so it didn't matter.
She has that.
He's got to roll a shield. And he doesn't.
Who'd you roll for?
I rolled for this
that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy's about to take a wound, too.
Yeah, so he's going to take a wound.
Yeah.
That stinks.
He needs a wound, too.
So you're wounded. I'm wounded. Okay.
Can you grab me a wound die, please?
Yep.
Thanks.
All right. So, engineer's done. Who's going?
What is this?
No, this is our timer again.
Yeah. Well, I think we have to come. We have to come down here and try to do this, right?
For sure. If you could
She's
do
all
it.
out of dice again.
Oh, wow.
So.
Didn't she just do her thing?
Yeah, she did, and then she spent 4 dice to move,
Wow.
and then 2 to do that thing.
Well, this is the last location.
Yeah, because what happened up here? Like nothing, right? We didn't do this, actually. Did we?
No,
We
we
never
didn't actually. I left this. Why did I leave there without doing it?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't
I
know.
don't know why you did that. I think because you wanted to heal.
Yeah, I think I was hurt.
So I mean, I could go
Go
up
back
here
up.
and do
Yeah,
that.
go do it.
Or whatever. But I have to bring her dice back, and we have no supplies, right?
Yeah, so do the...
I mean,
Well,
I can wound her.
If you do the rest here, you'll still get 3 dice because you're here.
Oh,
And
that's
you'll
true.
get to draw an extra card because you're here. You'll get wounded out of supplies, but it won't be so terrible.
Okay, that's fine. I'll do that. And I will take with her the squid and her fancy checkmark one. I get 3 dice.
And 2 cards.
And maybe this one. Wrenches? We don't really need wrenches, do we?
No.
Maybe shields.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's better.
And 2 cards.
Great. Okay. Hopefully something good. Like, she can't do this. She doesn't have blue dice. Oh, that's good. Ignore the first injury received as a result of this roll, and ignore 1x result.
Those are good.
So those are good. Okay. So that was not an action. She has not taken any actions. She only has 3 dice.
Rest again. Get more.
I'm
out of
only going to
supply.
refresh 1 die. Or
Oh,
2,
yeah.
I guess, because of this.
Oh, yeah. What you could do is you could roll for that, and that'll get rid of your injury.
But I'm exhausting a die.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, you know what I mean? I don't know. I'm like so stuck with her. With both of them. And this, we need more than one person to go down there. You know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I got to heal up because I can't. My engineer's messed up pretty bad.
She doesn't have anything that would give her any of these symbols anyway. That's the problem.
It's right there.
Just one thing.
It's on 3 sides,
It's on
right?
this side. It's on 2 sides.
Yeah.
It's not worth it. I'd rather just charge ahead,
Okay.
I guess. Well, let me ask you something. Can she assist with a move if I don't roll anything? Like, let's say this person was here.
Mm-hmm.
Can I roll? I can't. We did this before earlier, right?
What do you mean?
I can't just roll on behalf of somebody else to
No,
assist them.
you
That person
can't.
has to also roll a die, right?
No, that's not true.
It's not true?
Not true.
Oh, okay. Because what I might do is move him here
Yeah.
with this green,
Mm-hmm.
hopefully, and then have her assist him to get him up here.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's up here with 2 blue dice to work on that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm going to do.
Okay. So is she's done?
She didn't even take a turn.
You rested with her.
Oh, wait, that's an action.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
So you've got to do another action. She's not done yet.
great. All right, I'll just roll this, I guess. I don't like this.
Boom.
Nothing.
You failed. Oh, you did it.
Oh, I did it.
Yeah.
DNA.
So you had that. You had both symbols on that die. What are you talking about, man? So you get your injuries healed.
Get rid of this.
That's perfect. And you could like leverage it again.
I know.
So your turn's done. We know we're just moving up 1 timer, so
Okay.
she's finished.
Okay, she's done.
Yep. So I have to try to get some of my wounds healed. I'm in a bit of trouble.
Yeah.
I don't have the symbols though to do this. That's the problem with him.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe I'll try to get him over here. I only have 1 die, so I'm going to need help from either you or him. Maybe I'll help with him.
Wait, what are you doing?
I'm using him.
Okay.
I'm
How are
using-
you helping him?
Oh, I can't because I'm not in the
Yeah.
same zone. So I only have 1 die. I'm gonna have to get rid of another die
Yeah.
with him. Burn another red die.
It's a shame.
Yeah, I'm running low on dice, but I need 2 dice just to
Yeah.
get back here.
I know.
1, 2. Let's get rid of this one. Success. All right, so he comes back, and now I'm going to do this roll to heal,
Okay.
but he's going to assist.
And then that way you can heal your engineer.
Correct.
Okay.
That's why I'm doing
Yeah,
this.
because this, it says you or an assisting crew member discards an injury.
Correct. But I don't think I have the symbols with him either.
No?
No, I don't have the DNA or
Oh.
the compass.
So you're just rolling for the Vanguard symbol then, hopefully, I guess.
Yeah. So I'm going to roll with him. Maybe I'll roll 2 dice. Yeah, it's just like an engineer die. It's not going to help. I need a Vanguard symbol. So I'm going to roll with him.
Okay.
And I'm going to roll with him. Oh, okay. So he's the compass.
That works.
Yeah, his red
Yes.
thing is a compass. So he does work. So he's good. I can heal him. So I'm going to get rid of this out of supplies one. Because I think that one hurts more. All right, so he's done.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to advance the timer. His turn's over.
And purple guy's gonna go.
Okay.
Okay. So, so now I can move him with the green, right?
Mm-hmm.
Get him up here.
Who was that? Well, who's moving? So purple guy was moving,
Yes.
and you rolled the next to the purple guy.
Yes.
Okay, but he moves.
We just roll. We get a hazard, and he's gotta roll this wound. And of course, I get.
So you lose a die, in addition to this die, and you draw a hazard card,
Okay.
which we know I'm not even going to draw it is going to just push this up. Okay.
This is so bad.
Well,
This
we're
is
all in
going
there.
Downhill
That's good.
so fast.
So that was your first action. Ready for your second?
Yeah, I was gonna move up here, but no, I don't know. Now I don't want to because I know we're gonna have to do that thing,
You might want to stay here.
and it's like I might as well just stay.
Stay
That's
in-
all I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna stay.
I'm not going to rest you to pass.
Yeah. Hey, let me ask you a question too. This guy, he can ignore a hazard when traveling. So does that include?
Oh, so that'll push this back because you should have spend one of those so that
Yeah.
it didn't push that up. The travel?
Yeah.
Because you
I mean,
failed to
it's
travel.
kind of an opportune time for us
Now.
to get that.
You know, I think we
You
should
know
get
what I
it
mean?
now.
I say let's
Save
do it.
Yeah. So you pass.
Yeah.
That ends your turn. Flip his card.
Yep.
This is going to trigger again.
Right.
And we all have to roll a
Again.
muscle or a shield.
But we're all here.
So you're going to
we're
get a shield on
automatically a shield.
on every die. You're
So
going to get a
I'm
shield.
basically just going to lose this die there.
Yeah.
And she is
All right. So he gets his shield and no penalty.
same.
He gets his shield with a penalty, so he's going to lose a die, which stinks. All right.
Okay.
And that's it.
Yeah.
So we're back to the reset. And ready? Flip them over.
Yeah.
Let's go for the gusto.
Okay.
All right, what are you going to do for us?
Are you ready to win this?
Yeah. Move this die down here.
I hope this is one of those ones where we really pull it out in the end and everybody goes home happy. All right, so I'm going to do a couple of things here. First, I'm going to take my actions with the recon section. So I'm going to, gosh, I hope she passes this move. Yes.
Okay.
So she's going to move up here.
Mm-hmm.
That is going to give her rank up because I moved using the last die in my tray. So that's going to go there. I am considering whether I want to lose another die for the rest of the game. So I kind of don't want to do that. The out of supplies injury
Well, she's...
refreshes less dice, right?
Mm.
I'm only going to refresh 2. Because what I have 2 options here. I can get rid of a die permanently and get 5 dice back.
Mm-hmm.
Or I can get the out of supplies thing, get 2 dice back, which are the 2 blue that I need to do this
That's
action.
risque.
But if I refresh all of my dice, I'm not still only going to have those 2 blues to work with. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. I mean, I guess I can get rid of 1 more die, you know?
Well, actually, you're
What?
short a die here. You
I'm
should
not-
have 1 more. Yeah, there's one more extra up
It's
there.
one of those.
Yeah.
Oh crap. I don't know which one it is.
Yeah, we're
I'll
gonna have to.
check.
We'll have to check. But
Okay.
you're gonna
I was just
have.
saying, like, he has like a lot.
Yeah, you're gonna have that many dice
Okay.
left after you get rid of one.
Okay. So I'll get rid of a die with her. Then. Those are good to have.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll get rid of like her blue. No, I don't want to get rid of her blue. That's the whole point of being here. Get rid of this thing.
You should have a lot of greens,
Yeah, I think so.
right? So 2 generic greens.
So that brings everybody back.
Mm-hmm.
These guys. It's a blue that I'm missing, actually. And then for my action, I'll do these two here.
It's probably not a blue, because
Use
that blue
green?
would have filled up that third slot, which you
I
can't
think
because
it's
she's
that
too high
muscle.
ranking. It's probably the red.
I think it's the red.
Yeah, that's most likely it. Now you need to roll a shield.
If I want to ignore the danger die.
You
and
also
everything
have to
happens.
roll a danger die here
Oh,
because
yeah,
of
that's
that
right.
danger die symbol.
Okay. Do we have the danger die?
It's by you, I think.
That is back in the pot.
Oh, you put it back in the pot.
Yeah.
There you go.
Let's see if I get this first.
Okay. All right, that's
That's
success.
a success. All right. Danger die. And I did not roll that. Or
Well,
is
it's
that
no.
not?
So
We have
you
to
roll.
check.
We
have
have
to
the.
consult
So there's a danger die help card.
thing.
So in danger die 1, you would consult this, and the exclamation point means you lose a die. That's all. You don't
Okay.
get wounded,
All right.
so that's not terrible. So you lose an extra die.
Okay. So these go. This goes. I get rid of one of these. I don't know. Do I want to get rid of a compass or this thing? So I'll keep this because it has squid on it.
Now it says we're going to do a mountain hazard. What is that symbol? Oh, here it is. City hazard. Sorry.
Yeah.
Low oxygen supply. So you got to roll a die,
Which one?
any color.
Okay.
Success. Nothing happens. So you're good. And now we do log
Log 8.
8. So let's see. Hopefully
Please let
this is
log 8
big.
be something.
The Sun Eater.
Okay.
Sun Eater. Log 8. Are there 3 markers in sector 5? So we
No.
got to put a marker there.
Okay.
No.
The machine was ancient, as old as life itself on this planet, and bore a striking resemblance to the builder architecture we saw in the Eye of the Void. Its structure extended deep underground and to other parts of the planet, though its purpose was unclear. According to our preliminary research, this structure originates a millennium or two ago. Our scans woke something deep inside, emitting small bursts of energy. Then it went silent once more.
All right.
That was it.
So
Okay.
we're going to need to put 3 markers there. So
Down
you-
here.
No, here.
Why?
Because you put a marker in this sector and then go to log 8.
Oh.
So-
we need to put 3 markers in there?
Well, it asks if there were 3
No,
markers
it asks
there.
us if there are 3 markers in 5, which is this down here. And so what we do down here is add a marker for each this and compass result. And if there's 3 or more, then we go to log 28.
It's also up here.
I know, but it asked us if it was in 5.
Did it say that?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that part.
Yes. And
I
the
thought-
answer was no.
Then why would we place a marker in the sector?
Probably just so that we know that we did it and we don't go back. Is my guess. I don't know. I don't know, because the thing is, you go around this board and it asks you, is there a marker in this one or that one or whatever?
Yeah.
Read it again.
Is that the end of your turn?
That is the end of my turn. Yeah. I think. I moved and I did an action. so-
Okay. Well, we've got to get...
Yeah. We have to do this.
Okay, so I am hurting with this guy. So I'm going to have to get rid of a die, I think, at this point, because I am not doing well. So I'll get rid of a blue die and get all my dice back. And then head down. Actually, I would like to roll that symbol. So I just need a red success. Right? No, I don't. I need a success with my other guy to aid him.
With who?
I need one of those two symbols to heal this guy.
Okay.
The problem is I don't have those symbols.
I mean, I can roll with you and hope to get the Vanguard. I get this back if I help, so it doesn't matter.
What is it?
I could just
hope to
try.
get the Vanguard?
Yeah. It's
Okay.
just shields, but-
The problem is if it fails, then it's just a waste of an action because it doesn't heal me.
Oh no, I can't. I'm not there with you.
Yeah,
I'm there with this guy.
You're there with that one.
Yeah.
I mean, he could, but he doesn't have the dice to do it.
Yeah.
It's almost like, do I want to rest with him?
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I could rest with him. Okay, I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it. I could try discarding the injury with him.
Okay.
I just need the success. So I wanted to go with this blue guy.
Okay.
Yeah, see, I missed it. But I can re-roll my red. Yeah, see, it's just shields. It's not going to help me. I'm going to have to rest without supplies and take that injury.
Why don't you let me help you with the purple guy?
Help me with what?
Like with your attempt.
You don't have any dice.
I know, but I can do this refresh anytime.
Okay, so
You know what I mean?
that's up to you, but you're not going to get healed, just me.
I know.
I'm still going to get 3 dice back for this because of that, and I get to draw 2 cards. Because I rested, and that's my turn anyway.
Okay.
So I have 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. So that's the end of his turn anyway.
Okay.
So I'm going to use this guy to go down there. 1 red and 1 blue to go. Success. Boom. Now I need to wait here because I can't get your help.
Right. And I have to check because I think I have a scrambled die up here that belongs to this.
Oh yeah, we do. We definitely have that, so we'll figure that out. This is not there, so that goes on. So I just passed my second action.
Okay.
I'm just gonna wait for somebody to come down so we can do this.
Yeah, I plan on coming down there.
Okay, let's fix your dice. Okay.
All right. So I figured out the dice problem.
All right.
So this strong arm die actually belongs with her. So I must have mixed that up when we were doing setup. I don't know, but that actually belongs down here. So I am going to do this refresh with him.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to get rid of one of these for good. I like these little DNA ones. I'm going to get rid of this computer because we don't really use that very much. So he can keep all this stuff there. Okay. So that was not a rest. Refreshed only. I could. So I
he's
can
up
come
there.
down. What's that?
Yeah, he's up there.
No, he's here.
Oh, that's the pink one.
Yeah, they're confusing.
Come
with
down
the
and help
colors.
me.
Yeah, you want me to come down here?
Mm-hmm. Let's get this
So
done.
screw this wound. We're all wounded, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I will spend. Add a marker for each compass and strong arm, right? So I'll spend maybe my DNA and like this one maybe. Because he makes compasses with
Okay.
these. Well, not with that one.
So what are you doing now? You're moving, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna move.
Okay.
I'm just thinking what 2 dice to spend is the only thing, you know. Actually, I'm gonna keep that blue. I'm gonna roll this one instead. My red. So I don't need it. Seriously?
So he's gonna move anyway.
Yeah.
You just lose.
I can ignore a hazard when we travel,
Okay. Well, there you go.
right?
Yeah.
That works.
You don't. Yeah. You don't
Might
draw
as
the
well.
hazard card. There you go.
So now I'm
Now
down
you're here. So we can do this.
Add a marker for each strong arm and compass result. If there's 3 or more, go to log 28. Well, do you want to just roll all of these?
Do you have compass results?
He makes compasses with
Oh.
these stars.
Yeah. Well, that's
So-
for sure. I can roll 1 die to help you.
Okay,
And
sure.
this one has an arm on it, so hopefully.
Ready?
Yeah.
That's nothing.
That's nothing.
Oh, and I have to roll this too. We get 1,
And I lose a die because
and I got wounded. So that's awesome.
Yeah. Get rid of that.
I can't reroll anything. Well, it's 1. I got 1. You have anything that can help?
No, but I'm gonna refresh a die after this roll. That helps me. Refresh this blue.
That's good.
Then I'm gonna pitch that in and refresh all my reds.
Okay. Well, it's good.
So he's up to full. So you get to go again, or that's it?
No, that's it.
Do we get any? How many do we get?
We get 1 for each of these results, and
And
I
you-
rolled that.
That was it.
Yeah.
All right, and I didn't roll a
Stupid
muscle, so you didn't get that
mutant
either. So we
symbols.
get 1. So we have to do some more. That's fine.
That's it. And he's done.
Turns over. So that's everybody. We get to pull a hazard, and it is the. Oh, it's good. Low visibility, so you get to roll a die.
I don't have any dice to roll.
All right, so roll the danger die.
The danger die.
Yep, that's the
Why?
penalty.
That's the penalty?
Danger 1. Starburst does nothing. So
Good.
Yeah, danger die is not always bad,
Yeah.
especially when it's level 1.
Yeah.
All right, flip them all. We are ready to go. So
Okay.
we can do this again. I don't have any muscle symbols though.
But you have compasses, don't you?
This
Or no?
guy doesn't.
That
have.
guy makes compasses.
He's not down here
Why is he not down there?
because he's hurt really bad. So to get him down there is not ideal. I've got 1 die with muscles on it. Yeah, like this would be the perfect guy to be down there. Is him.
Well, you could take it slow too. You know?
Roll what? 1 die. 1 die.
What we have to be careful here is not rolling X's.
Yeah, and then we fail. That's bad. So
Because I don't know what log 30 is, but I'm assuming it's not good.
I mean, I could try to heal him up and get down, but again, he doesn't have the symbols to heal, which is my problem. Because everything he does hurts him.
What do you need? You need compasses and DNA to heal, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she's got a compass die. We could play with her first. Why don't we do that? Why don't we play with her,
Okay.
bring her down,
Try to heal me.
and try to heal you up?
That'd be great.
I could wound her to just bring back 3. I don't bring back 3 dice. I
Just
would bring
2.
Back 2, which isn't really enough to do anything.
Mm-mm.
All right. Well, I guess I'll get rid of this red die. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Wait. Okay, I was just making sure that I had everything I needed to actually do this.
So you're gonna exert yourself again.
Yeah,
That's all you can do.
that's all I can do. Overexert myself.
All right,
and
get on
then
over
I will
here.
spend this thing. What is this? That's from him, right?
Yep. All right.
Ready?
Mhm.
Okay, that's a success. She can move.
All right.
And then I can roll. Like, this is all compasses.
Okay. Then
pretty
I'll
much,
just.
So I hope it will work. I mean, it's 2 compasses in a Vanguard, 3 compasses in a Vanguard.
Yeah, you have a pretty
So,
good
I have a
shot.
pretty good shot.
You ready?
Yep.
Roll. Because I'm aiding you. All right, well, at least those rolls really pull through.
I'm just...
You don't have a reroll, huh?
No, I have no rerolls.
Okay.
I can refresh this, though. So I can try on my turn.
How can you refresh it?
I can assist with up to 2.
You didn't assist.
It's my turn.
I assisted you. All right, well, that's the end of your turn. So we'll move the meter up one.
That's what I did for my turn?
You moved, and then you tried to help me rest, make camp. And it failed.
I should have rolled both of these dice, though. If it were really my turn, right?
What do you mean? Why would you roll both?
Because this one has also a compass on it and also a DNA.
Well, go ahead and roll it if you want to lose that one as well. All right, there you
You're
go.
healed.
I'll accept that.
Okay. I was thinking I was assisting you, but that's not the case.
All
I
right,
am
so
assisting
I'm
you.
down to 1 wound, which is, yeah.
That's good. It's pretty much how everybody is right now.
Yeah, I'd like to get him down here now.
Okay.
So I'll do that. I'll bring him down. I'm
Please
going to
do.
roll all 3 of these. And it's a success and no penalty.
Okay.
So he comes down. And my last action.
Is to go for all the marbles.
Oh, I rolled his die. I should have rolled his die.
Yeah.
Because you were healing my blue guy, not my yellow
Yeah.
guy. That's why this setup is wonky.
Was that the... Oh, okay.
Just because of the way we have the boards
Was
laid
that
out.
the die that you just rolled? Was that the one with all the snowflekes on it?
No,
Or
that was the
it-
die with the shields on
Okay.
it. I'm no fool. I know what has to be done here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to roll this
Needed
die,
2 more. Yeah.
and I'm going to get assistance from my yellow guy. All right?
Okay.
Muscle.
Not what you needed.
It is what I needed.
Oh, it is?
Because I need a
Oh,
muscle.
nice,
I
okay.
can't roll compasses. Well, I
You
could have.
can.
Had I anything I rolled in this die would have been a success, except for an X.
Yeah.
He rolls just a success, which equals wrenches, which is not good. And I can't do anything. So we got 1 more marker. So his turn's over.
I went with her already, right?
Yeah, so blue guy's done. I pull a hazard. It has pizza pie or the mountain. None of them. So we're going to have to roll for this.
This again?
Pain again, yeah.
Okay.
So she's in pretty good shape.
Yeah, she's... Of course, yeah, I mean, she's in good shape.
So if you roll a muscle or a shield,
She's fine. This guy...
he's going to take a hit. So he's got another
He's got
another
2 greens
wound.
and a blue, so he's gonna lose a die. He's gonna lose.
Man, he
this
is
die
hurt so bad.
to get everybody back, and then he's gonna have to roll.
This guy rolls. Actually, you know what? He's got a card that says, ignore the first injury received as a result of this roll. So he's actually going
How
to
do I
get rid of that.
continue to roll this teardrop thing? I just keep losing more and more.
This guy.
Sucks. All right.
Mm.
This is
So he failed, so he's actually going to take another wound. So he's actually hurting really bad. Okay.
I think he's taking another wound too.
Is he?
Mhm.
Why, you failed?
Yeah.
All right. We may not make it off this planet.
I don't think we are. Thanks. Okay.
All right, so we're all back.
Well, wait a minute. No, he didn't go yet.
Oh, he didn't?
No.
Oh. Okay.
We just resolved that thing.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I just refreshed him.
Okay, well, can he do
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
the needful here?
I'm gonna try. Should I roll 2 or just 1?
Roll 2.
All right, might as well. We're all dying anyway, right?
I know, I could try to help you.
You want to?
Yeah, I'm gonna refresh this guy, exert him again, because I'm just pushing, and roll his muscle die.
All right. You
Ready?
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll these with it.
Yeah. Ready?
Yep.
Go.
Go. Sweet.
Oh no!
I got the muscle. Hold on. What does
It
that
doesn't
do?
matter. It's an X.
Hold on. My guy's in this zone. Ignore 1X.
Oh, thank goodness. I didn't roll my wounds.
I just count on you to roll X's every time, so I save these cards for you.
These are nothing. Nothing.
You've rolled X's.
And I rolled a compass. So
All
that
right,
is our
so
third
that's-
token.
And I rolled a muscle, so that's actually 4 tokens.
Okay.
Now we're log 28. Okay.
All right. Now we're moving. Maybe.
We'll see. I don't
None
know.
of these logs. have
Unless you
been
can
good.
roll some more X's for us, then I think we're in good shape. Is there a marker in Sector 8?
Yes.
Yes,
Remember that marker
yeah.
you said? Why are we doing that?
Vanguard, I think we broke it.
Please repeat. Away team.
I think we broke the planet.
The ground shook as the Sun Eater opened its maw wider, entire mountains falling into its depths. Then it roared, belching out a growing hurricane, a torrent that soon reached the upper atmosphere, glistening with nanobot swarms. As we focused our efforts on not getting blown away by the winds, the sky above the machine began to change. Awestruck, we watched as the artificial storm began to counteract the real one, slowing it until the skies cleared and glass shards began to fall like rain. In no longer than an hour, this world transformed before our eyes. Before we could come to grips with that, another thing happened. The ground began to break near the mounds, and strange creatures resembling enormous termites emerged as if they were
It's like a
eagerly
nightmare
awaiting
planet.
this moment.
Who writes this stuff?
Remove all cards from the planet board, including your current missions and events. Place all models next to the planet board. Oh, wow. We have another
What?
planet. So let's get that set up. All right. So that was an interesting turn of events. And highly unexpected.
Yes. Okay.
So as we, and that just goes to show we didn't play this scenario.
I am actually like sweating from that because I felt like I'm
You're just
ruining
all out of
everything.
sorts, I swear.
Yeah, I guess I wasn't really anticipating having to open up like a whole nother map.
Yes.
So let's talk about that and explain sort of why we didn't.
All right, so with
Continue.
our first tutorial, and we'll backtrack a bit,
Yeah.
right? So the first tutorial, we did the land. We didn't even have to land. We started on the surface,
Yeah.
which is where it picked up, and we went through the different locations. It wasn't nearly as I guess hazardous as this one was, and we were able to get through it. You know, a little bit with a few injuries, but nothing major, and all went well. But when we got to the end of it, you know, it kind of wrapped up. We got out of there on our lander
Right.
and went back to the ship and took care of business, right?
Yeah.
And we were sort of expecting to see that same outcome on this planet.
Right.
But what ended up happening was when we got to the end of it, it actually opened up another page, which began a whole separate
Kind of encounter.
because it sort of like changed the
Changed the landscape
it changed
in
the
a way.
conditions
Yeah.
in such a way that it actually allowed us now to basically recover our lander and continue our investigation
And
you
do
know,
the things that we needed to do.
and do all the things we need to do. So I would have anticipated another hour and a half playthrough with us sort of recovering, getting our momentum back up,
Right.
and then sort of completing the planet and getting back out. So we decided that not wanting to make this a 3-hour video,
Right.
we would cut it there, knowing that at least you got to see mechanics.
Yes, exactly. Which is what we aim to do,
aim to
especially, and you know that we struggle with these like legacy type games
Mm-hmm.
anyway, because we really don't want to give too much away. I don't know if we would have given that much away to
Yeah.
have it continue playing, but
you never know.
For the sake of brevity as well, I think that this really illustrated. Hopefully, you enjoyed
Right. our punishment. Yeah, we definitely got beat down, and believe me, I don't like our first mission wasn't nearly as grueling. This was definitely tougher, and really kept us on our toes with how to use our resources, and I kind of liked that.
I did too.
So, but in any case, so let's assume we completed the mission, because what we don't want to do is just end the video here and be like, okay, well, there you go, that was the game, because
it's not.
That's about, I'd say, little less than 2/3 of what you'll be experiencing, maybe 2/3 of the game, right?
Yeah.
After you leave the planet, you have a whole ship phase to do.
Right.
And this isn't a quick, all right, let's just kind of clean up and get ready for the next. This is I'd say with 4 people, this phase alone could take 45 minutes to an hour.
And we definitely wanted to touch on this with you because it is such an important part of the game.
Yeah, and it really showcases a lot of what I think the heart and soul of the campaign, the upgrades, and all the incredible things you can do.
Well, the name of the game is the ISS Vanguard.
Right. So you definitely need to be on the Vanguard to really appreciate that. So what we're going to do is we're going to show you the ship book, and we're going to walk you through high level.
Yes.
What that consists of, and then we'll wrap up. So if you take a look, this is the ship book in itself. It's a nice binder. It's got a ton of information in it, and it really is wonderfully put together. I must admit.
Yeah.
Especially even for a prototype, my goodness. So you've got all of your resource meters, right? So you've got energy, which is your generators are going to create so much energy. You've got your morale, which is going to give you response points, and I think that might be subject to change.
They may tweak the language.
Research generates science points. You've got production that gives you manufacture points, and then you've got assembly points, right? And those are all required to get things done.
Exactly, on the ship.
Yeah, on the ship, right? Yeah. So let's say we arrive back on the ship, so our lander brings us back up. It's going to really talk us through, step by step, what we need to do in order to sort of get us through and complete the mission, and like kind of log everything we've done, because we've got all these wonderful discoveries.
Well, that's the thing. Like, we come back to the ship, we've got all the things that we've discovered, including like some of the samples maybe that we've collected. We have like plans that we have. We have the carbon thing, the hull, I think, that we were going to put on the ship.
Yeah, so, exactly. So those discoveries, the unique discoveries, all of those great things, right? Now, what are you going to do with them, right? Because are they just worth victory points? No, they're worth much better than that. Like, thematically, it's incredible. So, like this here would be any active situations that go on, just like kind of underlying issues, I'd say, that are like thematically happening that you have to address, right? A little bit of drama here and there. So we're going to go through a full debriefing, right? And a lot of this is going to involve specific dice rolls with the ship die, and those rolls are going to determine how much additional resources you're going to generate. So like debriefing, the procedures, you're basically dividing crew duties, and every crew member, just so there's no alpha game, you're going to have an opportunity to bid for who gets one of the 4 roles, right, within the ship phase, so that people can mix it up a bit, and everybody has different duties.
Yeah.
Which is really cool. So you got a first officer who kind of like breaks the ties, makes a decision, who is like the alpha, right? But that's going to change. Chief navigator, the crew officer, and then the janitorial supervisor, who kind of does a lot of the maintenance and cleanup, but they get awarded for that duty later on, right? So we go to unloading, where we actually are going to slot our unique discoveries. And you see we have ours in there from the first mission, which gave us a ship upgrade, actually.
It did.
I think it did. Oh, it gave us a research project, really. And we'll get to that in a bit, right? So, and again, this is going to tell you high level. Place our unique discoveries, and then place any discoveries in slots, and that we would want to use them. So if we had any other discoveries, they would go on that page, right? So then we've got the mission archives.
This is like so well organized.
It really
is.
Just
like somebody like me.
So here's everything we saved over from our previous mission on this other planet, and it was... and so that if we ever have to go back to that planet or something happened, we can always refer back to see what exactly happened. And he's all
think of it like taking pictures of the sectors before you leave, so that you remember like what things looked like
on our data logs.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
So there's a section for that, right? Medbay. Here's
there they are.
This is where our would call them commandos or crewmen and women, went down to the surface and sustained some injuries.
They did.
So we had to put them in sick bay, and they're going to stay in sick bay depending on their criticality, and then move to the left every round,
Right.
every time
and
we come back.
like, so when we finish up that next page, presumably, or the next mission, these fine folks would actually come back out to us, nice and healed up.
And become available, and they've actually ranked
They
up.
have been ranked up
Like
from our first mission.
big time. We ranked them up big time from the first mission. So they would come back, ready to go for the next crazy mission, right? The memorial wall. So if any of your
Said that with like too much excitement.
yeah, so if your crew members have critical injuries, there's a chance they may not make it, and then they'll go into on the wall, and they'll be remembered.
Right.
And if you have enough crewmen or women that
Make it to the wall.
they make it to the wall, they could actually unlock some upgrades for the ship down the road, right?
Yeah.
So it's good and bad, but something you may have to deal with. So quick saves allows you to save your journey, at any point, so you're not, because you're obviously it's long, right? You're not gonna sit in one setting. So now we go to the bridge. We're gonna start choosing our next destination. This is the current system we were in, System E, but it's going to go through the whole, basically setup for the travel. The chief navigator is going to spend points. We're going to look for a new landing location, whether it's in this system, and everything costs energy up here.
Right. And it's pretty neat. Like, what you're going to do is roll the ship die for each of these phases we're going to talk about. And then based on your result, you're going to get a certain amount of energy or science points or whatever.
Right.
That then you can then use to figure out where we're going to go or
Exactly.
what kind of projects we're going to get.
And like, you got to remember, energy is used a few times in this phase, so you want to use it on the most beneficial things. Right. So here's allowing you to determine which system you want to go to, and it's going to cost you different amounts of energy to decide to go which one. So that's really cool. This tracks any visited systems you were in. This tracks any ship upgrades you've had, on the ship, which is really cool. And these will upgrade sort of all different things. Like this one allows us to fly through dangerous systems. So we haven't come up against like a lot of stuff we haven't even experienced yet.
Right.
Situation room. So here we're going to do any situations. More situations with morale that could come up. Research lab, really cool.
Yeah, awesome.
So like our discoveries will unlock certain research projects. And our science officer in our science section, so like every respective section is responsible for upgrading their respective part.
Exactly. So like when we get back and we have like our 4 different sections, if you're playing with 4 different people, each person kind of gets one of these pages to go through and like take care of business for their section.
Exactly.
It's really, really neat.
Really cool. So like you've got all sorts of research projects that we don't know. When you flip them over, you'll see what they actually become when you've actually finished researching, and they're going to cost different amounts of research points, and any completed projects you'd put on the back. And it shows you some of them go to the logbook, some of them actually give you different bonuses.
And they send you on crazy things too. Like I think the one we unlocked actually sent us like back to the surface of something.
Yeah, it was crazy, like all sorts of stuff going on. Yeah, so you never know what you're going to walk into. And then we have the the manufacturing complex. So this is engineering, right? You're going to have projects that may be the result of a research project that now becomes an actual project. So, let's make the Vindicator cannon to put on our ship so that we can, go into more hazardous areas. Maybe we'll need it. I don't know. I hope so. That'd be pretty crazy. So it goes into your production queue, and then it will go up and advance every round a little bit closer to completion. And once it's complete, you install it, right? Ready for production. Then you produce it and you put it on your ship as an upgrade. Incredible. Hangar. So these are upgrades that you're going to put on your lander. So not only do you upgrade the Vanguard, but you upgrade your lander. Are you kidding me?
We needed that.
Yes, we really did. There were some pretty good upgrades we probably could have used. But it's same process. You put the points to it. There's a whole operation that happens. You have a construction bay. You upgrade your item, and then you slot it in as a completed module. And then when you go to land, you're going to have your ship. And let me just grab it real quick. Like the Space Ranger, for example, has 2 empty upgrade slots, and you can even cover up some of the existing ones, right?
Right, if you have better stuff.
If you have better stuff, and then that way you can sort of customize the lander for your next mission.
Yeah.
How incredible is that?
It's very incredible.
Yes. So you've got 2 hangar bays, 3 hangar bays,
Yep.
because there are multiple landers.
Right.
Not just this is a starter lander.
Yeah.
There's others you could actually build. Barracks.
Yes.
So
that's our
here's your
people.
crew. So what we did at the end of last mission was actually slotted 3 privates into crew training.
Right.
And they're gonna get
and they were not injured. So
They were
could
not
just go
injured
into
because we had extra crew. We were like, all right, let's get them leveled up.
Yeah.
So that they're better down the road in the next campaign mission, because there are going to be injuries. There's going to be people resting. So you want a constant supply of high ranking.
And we may mention, I don't know if we mentioned this in the actual playthrough, but the rankings are associated with the action cards that you get. So you saw the action deck we were playing with were all kind of level 1
basic
abilities. The actions for the higher ranking officials are even more
Better.
powerful and more helpful in those kinds of situations.
And you will build your deck
Yeah.
per character before the mission.
Yes.
So you'll be able to actually use cards, all the cards up to their rank. And as long as I think you have to build a minimum of 10 cards in your deck, so you can make it any way you'd
Right.
like. So these are our recruits in training. We have 2 resting
Yeah.
right now because they were carryovers from the last mission, so they have to sit it out. Can't do everything. So then we came up to here and we started our mission launch procedure, and that's where we kind of picked
Started
up.
up, yeah.
We kind of picked up, and then you'll also have an opportunity to draft additional recruits,
Yeah.
because there's a whole deck of recruits
Right, yeah.
that will build onto your crew. So you're going to have a pretty
like the
large
folks that
crew.
we started with, actually, for this game. I think some of them came from our draft from last.
Yes, because you start with 2 in each section,
Right.
and then at the end, during the ship phase, we drafted 1 additional crew member per section. So we ended up with another 4. So we
Yeah.
went from 8 to 12, and then after this mission, we probably draft another 4. So you're going to have a whole host of crew
People
members
wanting to get onto that.
wanting to get up and just kill it down there. And thematically, what you're doing is they're all in cryo storage.
Right.
So you're actually taking them out of cryo storage.
Yeah.
So I thought that was pretty neat. I mean,
It's actually kind of like take them out of cryo and throw them on a planet.
well, as long as you're
No
not
wonder they were
as long as you're not the
souping
only
up.
one on a spaceship who woke up, and then you decide to defrost the one pretty girl you see, and tell her something happened.
And then take her to the bar
Yeah, that'd be kind of
and
weird.
talk to the weird AI bartender.
Talk to the AI bartender. That'd be kind of creepy. So as long as you're not doing that, so that we hope kind of gives you a pretty high level feel without going into too much detail. But you can see how involved just us talking through
Yeah.
this took some time, right?
Right.
You can imagine like really debating how to spend your resources, managing the dice rolls, getting your resources
I
generated.
imagine, especially as you get further into the campaign.
God, and then you've got to really think about what's the most ideal research project. What's the right, component to upgrade or
Yeah.
manufacture? Should we do a new lander?
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And then when you're all done the campaign, you can go back and play it again.
And do it
And
again.
make all different decisions.
Make all different choices. Like it's nuts, right? So, so that's it. ISS Vanguard. I got to tell you, when I first caught wind of this, I was very excited.
Which is in that teaser book.
Yes, in Ether Fields, there's a whole teaser comic, but it really piqued my interest. I'm like, wow, Awakened Realms doing a space game?
Yeah.
Like, are you kidding
It was
me?
like,
I was like, okay. So my antennas went up a little bit. When we got this prototype, I was just like, you just killed it. Like, this is kind of like what I dreamed it would be,
Yeah.
and it actually was this.
Yeah.
So that's just.
And it's just the prototype.
Yeah, unbelievable. Like, so I can't even tell. Like, I normally don't get overly excited
Yeah.
about Kickstarter prototypes, but to me, this is just, this is nuts. If this
Yeah.
is where they're at already with this, it's crazy good.
Yeah.
And it's going to be insanely fun. And like, it's just nuts. Like, this is right up my alley. So I couldn't be more excited for this one.
Yeah.
So.
Agreed. I had a ton of fun with this, and
Yeah.
I just wanted to keep playing. But
I know,
it
but
wasn't
it's like that's the problem with these, right? Because every time we get into these and we play the prototype a bit,
I know.
none of it's the same. Like, they're so far.
and things will be tweaked. I think.
Yeah, they're
it's always
tweaked.
how it is.
Certain mechanics will change
Yeah.
entirely. The story missions
Right.
that we have are usually just throw-in story missions for this particular video and for the
Right.
campaign, and everything. All of that gets scrapped and rewritten for
Right.
the final product, which I think is fantastic. In order not to give spoilers away, but I gotta say I can't be more excited for this one.
Yeah.
So this is on Game Found.
Game Found. I
Right.
think. So not on Kickstarter.
Not on Kickstarter.
Yeah.
Game Found. When we get, I think it's launching within the next week or so. Not sure exactly when, but this will be out there beforehand.
By the time you see it, it will be live.
yeah.
There will be a link.
There will be a link.
Somewhere
Go
on our
definitely
page,
if this interests you. Definitely go check out. I think you can even go on to the web page and just do a search ISS Vanguard, and it'll come up under Game Found. You'll see it'll even give you a reminder to remind you when the campaign goes
Except
live.
they'll know when the campaign goes live because they'll be watching the video.
They'll be watching the video. Yes. So I think that's all I have. How about you?
Yeah, no, I echo everything you said. So
Awesome. So we hope you got something out of this, at least enough
Yeah.
to make an informed decision to go check it out or not. And we hope you enjoyed the video. We'll see you next time.
we'll see you.